Hey everyone, Anime Fiend here. Today we're diving into Kaiju number 8, an anime that takes Japan's legendary kaiju genre and completely flips the script. From the unique structure of the Japan Anti-Kaiju Defense Force, to the bioengineered combat suits, to the terrifying evolution of numbered kaiju, Kaiju number 8 stands apart as one of the most refreshing monster action series in recent years. So let's break down what truly makes the series different from Godzilla-style military stories, mech-focused shows like Pacific Rim, or ability-based series like Nobunagon. This world has its own logic, its own technology, and its own terrifying biological rules, and that's why fans can't get enough. Kaiju stories often follow familiar patterns. Whether it's the government heavy artillery approach of Godzilla, the massive mech battles of Pacific Rim, or ability-driven combat like in Nobunagon, but Kaiju number 8 combines elements of all these concepts while creating something entirely its own. Instead of leaning on one established formula, the series blends military action, bioengineered technology, shonen character arcs, and horror-inspired monster biology to form a world with its own rules and identity. This fusion of genres is what makes Kaiju number 8 stand out as one of the most refreshing, innovative takes on the kaiju genre in recent years. It gives us military action, bioweapon science, shonen character growth, and horror-themed kaiju battles, all wrapped up into one. At the center of all this is our unlikely protagonist, Kafka Hibino. In most shonen anime, the protagonist is a gifted teenager who either awakens a hidden ability or trains relentlessly to rise through the ranks. But Kafka Hibino completely breaks that mold. At 30 years old, out of shape, and with 12 failed attempts to join the Defense Force, Kafka is the opposite of the typical chosen one hero. His struggles, insecurities, and persistence make him relatable in a way that many shonen leads aren't. And while he does eventually gain a powerful kaiju transformation, the ability isn't what truly defines him as a character. What makes Kafka genuinely special is his deep knowledge and practical experience. After spending years working for a kaiju disposal company, he understands kaiju anatomy, behavior, and physiology better than almost anyone in the organization. This expertise allows him to approach battles with insight rather than raw strength, turning him into a uniquely valuable asset. Kafka isn't just strong, he's competent, experienced, and emotionally grounded, giving Kaiju number 8 a protagonist whose value goes far beyond his powers. The world of Kaiju number 8 isn't just about soldiers fighting monsters. It's a massive, interconnected ecosystem of organizations working together to battle the kaiju threat. The Japan Anti-Kaiju Defense Force serves as the front line against monster attacks, consisting of 16 divisions stationed throughout the country. These elite soldiers rely on advanced bioengineered combat suits that enhance their physical capabilities, boosting strength, speed, reflexes, and overall combat potential based on each user's aptitude. While standard weapons include pistols and rifles, many members wield specialized gear that better align with their fighting style, making the Defense Force a diverse and adaptable fighting unit equipped for every type of kaiju threat. The Operations Department acts as the strategic nerve center of the entire organization. Their job is to analyze kaiju activity in real time, tracking movements, assessing fortitude levels, identifying abilities, and evaluating potential threat ranges. This information is immediately relayed to the units on the field, allowing frontline forces to make precise decisions under pressure. Without operations providing constant monitoring, or tactical updates, the defense force will be fighting blind against the unpredictable enemy. Research and development, led primarily by Izumotech, is responsible for creating nearly every tool the defense force depends on. Using biological material harvested from slain kaiju, they develop combat suits, firearms, melee weapons, ammunitions, and advanced support equipment. Their innovations are the backbone of the military strength, pushing the boundaries of biotechnology and ensuring that humanity's weapons evolve just as fast as the kaiju they face. Kaiju disposal companies such as Monster Sweepers Inc., where Kafka once worked, played a crucial but often overlooked role in Japan's anti-kaiju ecosystem. After a battle ends, this team breaks down defeated kaiju using industrial-grade tools to extract valuable biological components. The muscle fibers, cells, and organs they harvest are then transferred to R&D divisions to be repurposed into weapons and suits. Though not glamorous, their work is essential. Without disposal units providing raw materials, the Defense Force wouldn't have the equipment that keeps humanity alive. Kaiju in Kaiju number 8 are first categorized by the fortitude level, a measurement of their raw destructive power and threat potential. The system helps the Defense Force determine how many units are needed to engage a kaiju and what level of weaponry should be deployed. The fortitude scale ranges from low-level nuisances to catastrophic threats capable of leveling entire districts. Yōju are the smallest and least powerful kaiju type. Typically classified with a fortitude level below 6.0, these creatures tend to travel in swarms and often appear alongside larger kaiju, acting as support or distractions during attacks. While individually weak, their numbers make them dangerous, especially in confined areas against unprepared squads. Honju represent the next major step up in the threat level. Larger and significantly more destructive than Yōju, Honju often attack cities alone, but can also lead groups of smaller kaiju. With fortitude levels above 6.0, Honju require full platoons or high-ranking officers, such as captains or vice-captains, to bring them down, making them a frequent and serious danger. Daikaiju are colossal monsters that stand at the top of the natural kaiju hierarchy. Boasting fortitude levels above 8.0, these titanic threats are so powerful that only the strongest combatants in the Defense Force have any chance of defeating them. Encounters with Daikaiju are rare but devastating, often resulting in massive collateral damage if not handled quickly and effectively. Numbered Kaiju are an even more dangerous subset of Daikaiju, each one uniquely intelligent, adaptive, and capable of evolving. Their fortitude levels exceed 9.0, placing them far beyond the capacities of ordinary forces. These kaiju vary widely in size, from human-scale monsters to towering giants, but all share a level of power that demands the combined efforts of multiple captains. Some, like Kaiju number 9, can even grow stronger by assimilating the remains of other kaiju, making them unpredictable and exceptionally lethal threats. Before stepping onto the battlefield, every ranger candidate must understand the equipment that defines the JAKDF's tactical edge. These aren't just weapons and armor, they're the result of decades of reverse engineering kaiju biology, lost world artifacts, and relentless military innovations. What follows is a breakdown of the gear that keeps our rangers alive long enough to turn the tides. The core of every Defense Force soldier's strength is the GX-4552 combat suit, a bioweapon engineered from Honju muscle fibers and cellular material. These suits don't just protect the wearer, they dramatically amplify physical abilities such as strength, speed, and reaction time. When a soldier taps into their unleashed combat power, their suits pushes their capabilities even further, allowing them to inflict massive damage on kaiju. However, this power comes with serious risks. Overuse can cause the suit to overheat, strain the user's body, and in extreme cases lead to painful injuries. Mastery of the suit requires not only strength, but discipline and endurance. Defense Force firearms stand apart from traditional weapons because they're powered by uni-organs, specialized kaiju organs that store unique energy signatures. Using these biological power sources, the JAKDF has developed specialized ammunitions that can generate explosive blasts or fire ice rounds capable of immobilizing kaiju. The fusion of kaiju biology and military engineering creates weapons that evolve alongside the very monsters they designed to fight. Numbered weapons are the rarest and most dangerous tools in the Defense Force arsenal. Created from the remains of the most powerful numbered kaijus, these weapons can only be used by individuals whose physiology and combat aptitude are compatible with them. The process of testing compatibility is so intense that it can injure the candidate, and even those who succeed must continuously battle the weapon's influence. Some, like Isao, with Kaiju No. 2's weapon, achieve full synchronization, while others, like Reno with No. 6's weapon, struggle with control. Vice Captain Hoshina's partnership with Kaiju No. 10's weapon is unique. Fueled by constant friction and rivalry, these weapons offer immense power but also demand a price. The power within the JAKDF is never free. Every enhancement from exo-augment injections to neural sync combat interfaces comes with a cost that Rangers must bear alone. The physical strain of maintaining superhuman performances builds over time, eroding the body in many ways no amount of training can fully counteract. What begins as a minor fatigue can evolve into chronic nerve damage, muscle deterioration, and unpredictable blackouts during high-intense operations. Beyond the physical toll lies the psychological weight. Rangers who rely too heavily on their augmentations often describe a creeping sense of dissociation, a feeling that their own thoughts and reflexes no longer belong to them. The constant push to synchronize with increasingly demanding systems blurs the boundaries between man and machine, leaving many unsure whether their humanity ends and their weaponization begins. There is also the institutional cost. The JAKDF monitors all Rangers closely, but their support is limited by secrecy, bureaucracy, and the fear of public discovery. Rangers suffering from augmentation backlash often reassigned quietly retire, or when the damage becomes irreversible, simply disappear into private rehabilitation wards that no one speaks about. The organization maintains its image of invincibility by ensuring these failures never reach the public eye. In the end, the Rangers fight not only kaiju but the very tools meant to empower them. Every mission is a gamble between victory and the slow, irreversible degradation that comes with carrying humanity's last, desperate hope. One of the most unique aspects of Kaiju No. 8 is the concept of kaiju evolution, which elevates the threat level beyond what traditional monster stories offer. Unlike standard kaiju, which remain static in size, power, and abilities, some kaiju in this series can adapt, grow stronger, even acquire entirely new powers after encounters with other kaiju. This dynamic makes every battle unpredictable, as a previously manageable enemy can suddenly become a catastrophic threat. The clearest example is Kaiju No. 9, who begins as the weakest of the numbered kaiju, but dramatically increases in power after assimilating parts of Kaiju No. 10. This evolution doesn't just boost raw strength, it also grants him new abilities, greater resilience, and enhanced tactical intelligence, transforming No. 9 into a far more formidable threat. Kaiju evolution adds a layer of tension and strategic depth to the story. Defense Force can no longer rely solely on brute force or established combat protocols, as kaiju may unexpectedly surpass their expectations. This mechanism keeps both the characters and the audience constantly on edge, emphasizing that in the world of Kaiju No. 8, no battle is truly predictable and no enemy is ever fully understood. While many anime portray kaiju as simple forces of destruction, Kaiju Number 8 redefines the genre through its grounded adult protagonist, its detailed military ecosystem built on kaiju biology, and its terrifying roster of evolving enemies. By blending military science fiction, bioweapon technologies, and classic shonen character conflict, complete with real consequences for power, the series delivers a fresh, ambitious, and uniquely compelling take on the monster storytelling. These are my thoughts on Kaiju Number 8. If you enjoyed the breakdown, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next one.